Hey everyone, I hope you guys are all having a wonderful holiday. Without further ado, I just wanted to give a quick review of the this bad boy, the BRS Replicant. It's Replicant Select because of the two-tone there. And it's also the alt blade. I kind of like the alt blade just because I worry about dropping it, and I feel like that the alt blade's going to hold up a little more durability wise. I kind of feel like it's less likely to chip. Some of my feelings on this in general. I think it's a good knife. It's definitely my new favorite. Easily. It's the G10 is very nice to hold. I actually kept the pocket clip on there because it doesn't really get in the way that much. It doesn't really affect the balance that much because it is titanium. So I just kind of kept it on, and it's a nice indicator for where the bite handle is. I like that. At some point, I'd like to. I'm not a fan. Like if you see how these are in all empty space here, I'm not a huge fan of that. It doesn't really affect anything too much, but like eventually I'd like to get some spacers in here so that so that's filled in obviously, but I'd kind of like something to make it more channel, but that's just me. I think it'd sound pretty nice, but yeah. So first of all, I really like the polish on it. I don't have a lot that are polished, but I do notice that sometimes with these polished surfaces, you tend to see some scratches a little bit more. Like you can kind of see some stuff here. It's not so bad. You can kind of see it. Yeah, see on that side there. Now, one thing that I will say is that there isn't normally blade rub when it comes to here, but if it's not oiled properly, if when it's needing oil, that's when it starts to rub. So just having that little bit of oil in there really, really helps. Obviously, but that might not be obvious to some people. Some people might complain that there's blade rub, but yeah, a lot of times that can just be fixed by oiling things. So. Yeah, one thing I'm not a huge fan of is I wish this was crowned a bit more on this part here. The nipple kind of bites, like when you, if you get your finger in there a little bit, it kind of bites you a little bit. It's not terrible, and you kind of learn to adapt with it, but for this price, I shouldn't have to learn how to adapt to something like it. They should have already kept that in mind, because it's kind of sharp and it bites a little bit. So that's not great. Eventually, I'll probably get a different blade anyway. I'm kind of partial to trainers just because I've got kids in the house and stuff. It's easier for me to practice when I've got trainers on it, but yeah, I really like the hole pattern on here. It's all the right grips, like exactly where you need them, which is really nice. The channel design is nice. I do kind of wish there was some sort of grip here on the spacer. I know that there are some aftermarket mods that you can do, like Firefox spacers, or even Zippy makes like the handle extenders, and they seem to have a little bit, I bet they would have a little more grip just because of the kind of plastic he uses. So yeah, something I'm kind of considering. But that's kind of the fun thing about reps in general, is there's so many aftermarket parts for these things that, like, the possibilities are damn near endless at this point, as far as what you can do to this, which is nice. I like to tinker with these things. I think that's part of the reason I like this hobby so much, is because I like to tinker and take things apart, put things back together. A lot of times when I first get a balisong, in fact, I usually like take it apart and just to kind of see how all the parts are fitting together and stuff. even as a kid, I took things apart. Sometimes things I wasn't supposed to, like the VCR and stuff. But yeah, that's I guess that's what happens. But yeah, it's overall, I think this thing is awesome. Eventually, I kind of want to get a clone of this just to do like a comparison video. Definitely let me know what you guys think in the comments below to see if you guys would like me to do a review of a clone of the Rep and do a side-by-side comparison to kind of, the overall unboxing experience and the, quality and everything like that. I think it'd be interesting to learn, and kind of compare to see how everything stacks up, overall, I've had no problems with this other than the pinching. Like I kind of wish BRS would just like take the time and, round off these edges by the nipple there. But other than that, it's great. It's so smooth and like, yeah, it moves great. It's the G10 is like an awesome grip. And it's just, feels like I'm kind of holding a part of history too, because like, the Rep is, I'm a little close to the wall there. The Rep's kind of a piece of Balisong history, a lot like Benchmade and, like the 52 or whatever it is, back in the day. Like it's kind of newer than that, but I think it's still going to, have that kind of historical significance in the Balisong realm of things long term. So it's pretty cool to own a piece of that. Yeah. Oh, one other thing I'd like to mention, hopefully by the time this video is done and everything, I should have 100 subscribers, so that's pretty awesome. I never expected to have that many subscribers, so, thank you guys for subscribing and watching, and, I always look forward to your guys' comments in these videos, too. It's really cool to be a part of this community and to really, get feedback from people and just, have conversations about something that we all share in common, which is our love for Balisongs. So yeah, if you're not subscribed already, make sure you do so, and thank you very much. Thanks for watching, and happy holidays. Bye.